Welcome. This is Matt Brown with Education Technology Partners, and I appreciate you watching our webinar today on the Educational Impact Program. First, I've got a little housekeeping. This recorded webinar is for the private use of Fillmore Central School District and is copyrighted by Education Technology Partners 2014. Distribution beyond the original intent is prohibited. So with that, today I want to introduce Education Technology Partners to you and to let you know why we're involved and how we're involved with educational impact, and then actually take you through the educational impact software, both from a teacher's perspective to see what they can see and how they can use the software, then as administrators, how you can create customized courses to push content out to an individual teacher or group of teachers. So as way of background, what we do at Education Technology Partners is go find the best of class technologies for the K-12 marketplace. And the way that we define best of class is that the technology must improve teacher effectiveness and or enhance student achievement. And if it's going to enhance student achievement, it must do so with the backbone of academic research. Then we help facilitate the program implementation, just as we are doing today, and then we go one step further. We provide a connection to the media to highlight your successes, because we feel strongly there are a lot of great things going on in education that the media simply isn't aware of. The company was founded in 2003 by a really interesting gentleman named Randy Jennings. Randy was a former elementary school teacher back in the late 70s that thought there was something to this thing called the personal computer as it related to education, and he allowed himself to get lured out of the classroom by this little company out in Cupertino, California that no one had ever heard of called Apple. And he became a member of the team that created the education division of Apple. So he has spent most of his career in the education technology world, and then he has surrounded himself with current and former classroom teachers and administrators to help make people aware of some of the great technologies that are out there. Bragging a little bit, I am most pleased by the fact that we have made the Inc. magazine Inc. 5000 list each of the last 3 years for the fastest growing companies in America. And I should point out, of the handful of companies that have made that list 3 years in a row, we are the only company that's involved with K-12 education. So that tells me that the technologies that we are identifying are truly having an impact with teachers and students. And here are a few of the technologies that we have identified now as best in breed, and I won't spend a lot of time going through these, and we'll hop into the real reason that we're here, and that is the Educational Impact Online Academy. So with that, I will hop into the Educational Impact Program. So I am at their website, educationalimpact.com, and then I am going to log in and show you the software as a teacher would. So as we log into the system right now, the first thing that's displayed is the learner dashboard. This is the default page for teachers. We will hop over to, a little later, the group leader dashboard, which is the administrative site. Now, your teachers will not have this hyperlink available to them. But there are 3 ways that teachers can use the program. The first is the program library. Now, this is the way that Educational Impact started. They had created these individual courses on a wide variety of topics with a wide variety of educational experts, including Charlotte Danielson, Bob Marzano, and others. Then I'm going to click on one of these programs just to kind of show you how the program looks and feels within the EI system. You'll notice that the programs are subdivided into modules. Modules are subdivided into topics. And then at the end of almost every module, there is an assessment. And one of the things I want to point out about these assessments, there are 20 multiple questions pulled from a bank of 50, pulled randomly. So two teachers taking the same assessment will not be fed the same questions. But one thing I want to point out, that these assessments are also available for graduate credit. So if a teacher or administrator is looking for a few extra hours toward a master's degree, we have colleges and universities around the country. Nearest to us, the University of Dayton, will actually award graduate credit for the completion of these assessments. You get the credit from the University of Dayton, and then you have it transferred into your master's program. We've had folks from all over the country take advantage of this to pick up a few extra graduate credit hours. So I clicked on the Show Content button underneath this first topic, and there it breaks down individual video clips. And one of the unique things about the Educational Impact program are that these video clips are individual URLs. So you can share content down to these short video clips with an individual teacher or group of teachers. And I'm just going to click on the first one to show you what the program looks like. Now, the video actually displays here, and I have this paused now just so I'm not talking over the video or the audio portion of this video. In this right-hand column, there are handouts that are aligned to the particular program from the speaker. If there are any activities that go along with a particular video, they will display here as well, and they all show as PDFs and can be shared just like any PDF document. One thing about the navigation I want to share, invariably you will get asked by a teacher or several teachers as to why you have to click the play button each time a video ends. So once this video is 2 minutes 57 seconds, once it finishes, you'll have to click play again for the next video to run. The reason that we have done that is because when Educational Impact first came out, it automatically fed over to the next video. And what was happening was, from the management system, we were seeing that teachers were spending hours and hours watching these high-quality videos and not passing any of the assessments. And while the assessments are written at a very high level, they're not that difficult without watching the content. And then it kind of dawned on us that folks were turning on these videos and walking away from the computer, and the management system was logging all this time that folks were spending in the system and watching videos when in fact they weren't sitting in front of their computer, their tablet, or their smartphone. So now, once a video clip finishes, you do have to hit play again to get the next video to start to play. You can hop around within each topic to each video clip. You don't have to play them in order. So if you're looking for any particular thing, you can hop right to that. You also have the ability from this drop down to maneuver anywhere within the program itself. One thing I want to add is this notebook tab up at the top. If you're watching a video and you click on the notebook tab, it will bookmark where you are in the program. So if there was something that you saw that is of interest that you want to go back to, you can bookmark it in the notebook, and it will always take you back to that point. So the program library is the first way that the teachers can use the programs. And scrolling through, you can see we have content on a wide variety of things. We have new releases this year on project-based learning, on Common Core math shifts, looking at real classrooms, an interesting course on mentoring and coaching first-year teachers to the Danielson framework, and also a course on proven online strategies. So as you make the move to deliver content online, there's a program to help you with that as well. And as you can see, there are a wide variety of programs, both for teachers and for folks in leadership roles as well. So that is the program library. And the second way that the teachers can use the program is called the Personal Learning Plan, or the PLP. I'm going to click on the PLP tab. It gives a little explanation here, and I'm going to go to the PLP. And what the PLP is for a teacher can pull down professional development based upon a domain of their teacher evaluation rubric. Now, the program defaults to the Danielson framework, but here we have loaded all of the leading teacher evaluation rubrics, including the ISLIC leadership standards for administrators as well. So from the Danielson framework, we could click on Domain 3B using questioning and discussion techniques, and you'll notice this right-hand side repopulates with videos that relate back to that domain of the Danielson framework. Some of these are long. This one's 90 minutes. Some are short. This one's 2, and you can see from the description, this is specifically a pre-K discussion. Here's one for middle school. So the content is varied by age group, as well as great overview materials as well, each clip relating back to the Danielson framework. A couple other elements I want to show you within the PLP are these two down at the bottom from this drop-down menu, the educational experts and the EI classroom clips. The educational experts are a list of all of the educational experts that have presented within the EI Academy. If I click on Alan November, up come a couple of video clips where he has participated in, and if you've ever had the opportunity to see Alan November, I highly recommend it. He's a fascinating speaker, a futurist of technology, but he is included in this content in 21st Century Schools program, and you can watch the video clips just by clicking on the hyperlink. Also, in the EI classroom clips, the educational impact has gone into real classrooms and actually videoed the goings-on of the classrooms and then relating that back to the concepts that are being taught in these individual programs. So say you are a middle school English teacher. Here are videos that are specifically classroom shots of middle school writing and vocabulary lessons. So if there's anything in particular that you're looking for, examples within the classroom, and one of the beauties of the Charlotte Danielson program is Charlotte also talks about which elements of her evaluation rubric are being taught in these video clips. So you can view individual classroom shots of the different aspects of the math and science, of social studies, of reading, and general strategies. We also have an entire section focused on conferencing with principal to teacher, mentor to teacher, peer reviews, as well as family conferences. Hopping back to the Danielson framework, I want to note that teachers can build their own personal learning plan, and by doing so, every video clip has this add to personal learning plan link. If you click that, it will add to your current plan. Now I have quite a bit of content in my plan right now, so I will scroll down here to the bottom very quickly, and my plan right now, I have 16 hours and 53 minutes of video. To date, I've watched 32 hours of that video in my plan. You can turn your plan into a PDF if you need to submit that for any professional growth points or continuing education, to indicate what you have in your plan. The administrators can actually see when teachers go through and watch these videos. That's all recorded in the management system. So I'm going to hop back to the PLP page. So this is the second way that teachers can use the program, where they can pull down professional development content related to an element of the teacher evaluation rubric. So again, if they're looking for any examples of Domain 1D, demonstrating knowledge of resources, again, you can find all those video clips within the EI program right here. I'm going to click on the EI Online Academy and take us back to our learner dashboard. And I am going to go through the third way that the teachers can use the program. When Educational Impact created the PLP, that was a great step forward in being able to personalize professional development for an individual teacher or groups of teachers. But the fact of the matter is that the teachers that used the program really weren't the ones that needed the additional help. And that is when Educational Impact added the learning management system to be able to create customized courses for an individual teacher or group of teachers. So I want to show you that. The first thing we're going to do is I have set up a little custom course for you. So in your learning management system, you probably don't have any thing displayed here. In the Manage Course Settings, the word Join is a little hyperlink. If you'll type in Fillmore and click Join Course, here is a short little introduction to Educational Impact for you, and I want to show you from a teacher's perspective kind of what this looks like, and then we'll, as I said, we'll hop over to the management side of this, I'll show you how to set this up and all the features within the management side. So these are assignments. There will be due dates if you assign a particular due date. That will display as well. If you click on our overview, this is just a little description of the Educational Impact Online Academy and just some of the things that you can do with the program. Once you have read this, you click Mark Complete, and you'll see you get a little green check as that assignment has been completed, and you move on to your next assignment. You'll notice the assignment type that this is a discussion board. One of the great things about the Educational Impact Program is the fact that excuse me, that you can facilitate a conversation within the program, both with groups of teachers as well as individual teachers. And again, I'll show you how to do that from the management side. But one thing I'd like for you to do is to share your expectations of online professional development. Just to take a minute and share your thoughts, so I can come in to add a new discussion entry, and I will share my thoughts about the Educational Impact Program. And then I'm going to hop back to the to the course assignment. Excuse me. Well, this is thinking right now. But the discussion boards become a great way to facilitate conversations amongst your group. Just so you know, within this course I've also included some short tutorials that are within the HELP program to help you maneuver around this program as well. And then you can just move from assignment to assignment. The last thing that I really want to point out that's of importance is the fact that you can customize the content. That not only can you pull from the Educational Impact Program, you can also upload content from a variety of digital resources. Either a digital file or a link to another website. So I have one here from the Minnesota Department of Education on bullying prevention and family expectations. So if you are creating a customized course and you have any additional resources that you want to meld into your course, you have the ability to do that as well. So you can not only use the Educational Impact content, but any other digital resources that you have as well. So that becomes the third way that teachers can use the program, where as administrators you can push out content to an individual teacher, to a group of teachers. So those are the three ways that a teacher can use the program. They can go to the program library, watch a self-contained video program. These generally run anywhere from 4 hours to 10 hours, depending upon the content, and with the built-in assessments as well. You can use the PLP and create a personal learning plan aligned to your teacher evaluation rubric, or you can push out specific content to an individual teacher or a group of teachers on a particular subject that you are wanting to share. So with that, I am going to hop over into the Group Leader Dashboard, which is the management side of the program, and I'll show you how to set up these programs and also the reporting capabilities that are available as well. So by clicking on the Group Leader link to the right of your little drop-down box of all your courses, and I have a long list of courses that I have created, you will notice here the difference between the Learner Dashboard and the Group Leader Dashboard. These two websites look very much alike, so I always pay attention to this first tab. If it says Learner Dashboard, that's the teacher side. The Group Leader Dashboard is the management side. So now I want to take you through how to build an individual course. So I'm going to start with adding a new group. I'm going to click on that, and I'm going to create a group code. Now the group code is what you share with an individual teacher or a group of teachers that you want to have access to this particular program. So I'm going to create a group code with just test, my initials. Then I'm going to create the title, and the title, you are not limited in any way to the description here, and the only thing you're limited with the code is to make sure it's unique from anyone else within the Educational Impact program. So I'm going to click Submit, and I have created my test course here. Now I want to add some content to my test course, so I click on the hyperlink, and this pulls me into the overview of my particular course, and this is where I would be able to see everyone that's a member of my course, their progress, and I will show you here in a minute kind of what that looks like in the reporting capabilities. But I want to click on the Assignments tab in this blue bar, and that is where we can add assignments to this particular course. As you can see, the default it is viewing our current assignments, which we don't have anything in there. So in this light blue bar, I'm going to click Add Assignments. Now these are all the different kinds of assignments that you can create. And I'll go through these and kind of describe the differences and when you'll want to use these particular assignments. The course overview is simply that. It just displays as an overview. You can put in the instructions what your intentions are for this particular course. If you have any digital attachments that you want to include, you have the ability to do that. Also, you can implement start dates and due dates. The start date is really interesting. This gives you the ability to work ahead. And then if you click the hide until start date, then this assignment will not appear on the teacher's dashboard until that date. And the due date is when the assignment has to be completed. So we will put today's date on the assignment. So we have our overview. One of the other things I want to point out, the overview displays in a shaded box, so it really helps with in creating these courses from the visual aspect, that it gives a little definition because of the shading. Now we can now add any educational impact, a single video clip, or a series of video clips. The EI video clip literally does that. It assigns an individual clip. So from the program list, we'll go into the 22 components of great teaching. We will go to Module 1, the Domain 1, Planning and Preparation. We will take a look at this very first video clip, an introduction to the domains and components, and assign that particular clip. And there, now we have the opportunity to add our start date and our due date. We click save, and there is our 1 minute 25-second video clip that we have added. Now we also have the ability to assign longer segments within the Educational Impact Program. So if we want to add a video assignment, we can put our title in. Now you would use the video assignment when you are looking at larger chunks of material. So if we want to add a video clip, and let's go back to the 22 components of great teaching, and let's say rather than just assigning a single clip, we want to assign all of Module 1. By clicking Add Module, it adds all of the video clips that are part of that module. You can see it's a total of 48 minutes, 30 seconds. Again, we have the ability to add start dates and due dates. We click Save, and the video assignment is now included within the program. We also have the ability to include educational impact assessments within the program. So if you are working on a specific topic within the Educational Impact Program that may be of interest to you. We also have the ability to create general reading assignments, and again, this is where you upload any content that is a digital file or a URL, and this is where the teachers can then go out and view that particular content. And then also with the EI writing assignment, this goes a step further. From here, we can add any attachments, any URLs, again, any video clips. So I'm going to put a little title on here as our writing assignment, and we can add a particular URL right into the program. We can indicate the amount of time on that that's expected. It'll say 5 minutes. Again, start date, due date. Click Save, and now we have the video assignment. Now, one of the beauties of the writing assignment is teachers will be prompted to respond to the assignment. And the writing assignments are a one-on-one communication between the administrators and the teachers. These are not publicly viewed. So if with this particular assignment you want the teachers to share their reflections on the content that you have included, and after they've viewed it, they can respond back to you. The Instructor Journal is a way where you can periodically post reflections throughout a course. And again, the Instructor Journal is a one-on-one communication between the administrator and the teacher. And then the discussion board is, like we talked, this is where everybody can see everyone else's posts. So if you have something where the communication doesn't need to be private, The discussion board becomes a great way for people to share their thoughts. Again, everyone that's a member of that particular group can see that assignment. So we can add the discussion board here and put the discussion board in, and then our assignments. We can add an attachment, a URL, and adding a video or a file is as simple as adding an attachment to the program. We'll save that off. Now we have all these different assignments out here. Now, let's say we want to move these assignments around. It is simply as easy as dragging an assignment. So if we want this EI video clip to be the first after our overview, we will drag that up to the top. If we want our video assignment after our writing assignment, you can drag that down, and then once you get the little green arrow or check mark, it has indicated that it has been moved. So you have the ability to move these video clips around, or these assignments around very easily within your customized program. Now, all this was very great. People really appreciated it, but it was really time consuming. And that's why I'm going to take you to the next step, and that is the course templates. Educational Impact has created course templates on a wide variety of individual topics. So if you're wanting a program on, let's just say, the comprehensive scope and sequence for EI's Danielson series, you'll look, the template code here is template 33. Let's remember that. I'm going to click on this, and it gives us an overview on what this particular course looks like. So this course is 10.5 hours long. We have a little over 6 hours of educational impact videos embedded in it. We've got a little over an hour of assessments. And you can see there is additional content that has been uploaded into this program, both other videos and reflective writing and discussion boards, for a total of 10.5 hours. So if we come back to our group that we were in, let's come back to our test course and click on assignments. Now let's import assignments from course. Now let's type in template 33 and submit, and we're prompted to import these 28 assignments, complete import. Now the program has included those 28 assignments on top of the video clips that we had created as well into a complete course. Now, they also have a customized certificate created, so when folks complete the course, they can get a certificate that indicates they've spent 10.5 hours worth of time toward their teaching certificate or continuing education points. So if we come over to our learner dashboard, and we're going to join this course, I want to show you what it looks like. Our test course was Test MPB 17. Click Join Course, and now we can see all of the content that has been included, and now that will reside on the teacher's dashboard for those that joined that course. So I want to hop back to the group leader dashboard, show you a couple other components of that program. So we have, I wanted to point out one thing there. On the overview now, now that I'm a member of that course, it shows I've completed 5 out of the 33 assignments, and that's because in those video components that have been uploaded, I've watched a few of those videos previously, but I click on details and it can show me specifically what I've done. You can see that this one was, I had a completed date on December 26, 2013. So I have watched some of these videos, and you can see that in the overview of our group. Now, the other thing I wanted to point out was this post-course tab. If you have created a customized course that is going to go out to everyone within your realm, whether it's all within your school or throughout the district, if you have a district license, you can click that post-course, and then it automatically displays on the teacher's learner dashboard. So you use the join the course feature when you're going to share it with just a few folks. You create the group code, you share that code with those folks that you want to have that course, or you can use the post course and it will automatically get pushed out to everyone that within your group. The last thing that I want to show you today is the reporting capabilities. Now, the reports will display all of the educational impact videos that have been watched by your group. Now, I only have access to show the EdTech Partners group, but if I can show activity for the last 30 days, you can see that I have spent 2 hours and 33 minutes watching videos. I've spent 3 hours 34 minutes within the program. I have not passed any of the assessments. When I click on details by program, it will show each of the individual programs that I had spent time watching any of the videos, and it will also show the assessments that are within each program and how many of the assessments that I have passed. If you have a professional development program, you can export this detail into Excel and upload it into your program, so it also captures the amount of time that folks have spent both watching videos and have spent in the Educational Impact Program watching those videos. So that wraps up all of the different features of the program. The one last thing that I wanted to share is that the help menu up here at the very top is a very good help menu, and one of the great things about working with a video company is all of the help is done in video. So if there's anything in particular that you need help with, look for a video. There is also 24/7 tech support, and then administrative support. If you had any trouble getting set up with the program, say you have new teachers that were hired after you did the batch enrollment, this would be the number that you contact to get those folks enrolled into the program. So I hope this was a valuable program for you. The Educational Impact program is the best that I have seen out there, because it just simply offers you so many different ways to be able to deliver this valuable content to your teachers. So I'm going to put my contact information back up here. If you have any questions at all on how to use the program, please don't hesitate to contact me. Here's my telephone number and email. I know you've worked with Sean Tiernan as well. Feel free to reach out to Sean. And if you have any questions, I look forward to hearing from you. Best of luck.